What's up guys, my name is Ace, and shortly after Season 6 drop for Modern Warfare 2, I gave you a brief update on the UAV bug situation because it was mentioned in the patch notes that they had taken care of this and it has been fixed, and after testing a few maps, it turned out this wasn't entirely the case. So the UAV bug saga continues on this channel, and today I'm doing a full deep dive of every one of the maps in the game and which one of these maps have the UAV bug present and which ones don't. And keep in mind, this list has changed quite a bit since before Season 5. Since, like I said, with this update, they did fix several of the maps at least. They just definitely didn't fix all of them. So really quick recap, I'm sure most of you guys know what the UAV bug is, but just for those that don't, this is a bug where when you call a UAV in, on certain maps, it will track enemies' locations in real time with a single UAV in the air, when that's not supposed to be the case. All the UAV is supposed to do is ping their static location at the moment that it sweeps. It's not supposed to follow them and show where they are in real time, because with that extra information, it's much more like an advanced UAV, and you can know exactly when you need to pre-fire enemies, and you can also see the exact direction that they're going in and not just where they were at the moment of the sweep. So this is quite a serious gameplay related issue that's been around for about 3.5 months now, and it's made the Ghost perk a huge crutch, at least on the maps where this UAV bug is present. And before Season 6, this was actually more than half of the 6v6 maps in the game that had the full-on UAV bug where a UAV would be tracking enemies in real time for a good period of time, long enough that you could definitely see where they were going, and in many cases you could easily pre-fire them before they came around a corner because you could see exactly where they were. Whereas after Season 6, I tested every single one of these maps again, and this is what we're currently seeing. So definitely a huge improvement. The majority of the maps no longer have any UAV bug present whatsoever, and therefore on those maps, I'd say the Ghost perk isn't a crutch. You could use it if you want to be stealthy, of course, but I wouldn't feel like I'm at a massive disadvantage now if I'm not using Ghost. Whereas there are still 3 maps that I would say have a partial UAV bug where it will follow the character in real time, but only for a very, very short period of time. Enough that it might give you an indication of the direction they're going, but not enough that you'll typically be able to use that to pre-fire them consistently. And these 3 maps are Shoot House, DRC, Zone 1, as well as La Casa. And then there are still 6 maps in the game that have the full-on UAV bug, where a standard UAV is working almost as good as an advanced UAV, and you definitely want to make sure you're using the Ghost perk on these maps. And these maps you want to look out for are Alberon Hatchery, El Asilo, Paleo's Lighthouse, Tarak, Vondel Waterfront, and Zarqwa Hydroelectric. So at least after Season 6, it's going to be a little bit easier to track which maps have this bug and which ones don't. Although I will say, I still haven't been able to figure out a consistent pattern with these maps as to like why some of them have this UAV bug present and why others don't. Initially, the speculation was the maps that were basically ripped from Warzone, those are the ones with the UAV bug, and ones that weren't ripped from Warzone, those didn't have a UAV bug, but that really doesn't appear to be the case. So perhaps you'll want to screenshot this image just so you can reference this as you're playing the game to know whether or not you really need to use that Ghost perk. As for the really notable fixes that came with this season, we have Mercado Las Almas, that was one of the worst ones, as well as Embassy, El Bagra Fortress, Kunstanar District, Santa Senya Border Crossing, and also Showdown. And Showdown was another really bad case of the UAV bug, whereas now we just have a standard UAV on all of those maps. So there we go, definitely a big step forward when it comes to fixing this bug with Season 6. However, unfortunately, still not a full-on fix. I'm still blown away that this issue has taken this long to get on top of, and they still haven't even fully fixed it yet. When this first popped up, I honestly thought it was only going to last for like a couple weeks since it is something that has such a drastic impact on the gameplay. But here we are 3.5 months later, and it's still present on a handful of maps. And since this has been present for so long and it is such a frustrating bug, this is definitely going to be one of the biggest things I'm looking for the moment we get into the beta for Modern Warfare 3. Which, just another reminder for you guys, I will be at COD Next in LA next week, live streaming Modern Warfare 3 early. So make sure you follow my Twitch channel if you guys haven't already, if you want to catch that. I will leave a link to that down below. I know many people are asking me to stream it on YouTube, but unfortunately, I do have an exclusive contract with Twitch, so that doesn't allow me to also live stream here on YouTube at the same time. But I will be streaming and playing Modern Warfare 3 early next week, and one of my big hopes is that this UAV bug isn't going to be present and doesn't pop up at any point throughout the life cycle. Now, I suspect that we won't see this pop up since this is a bug that came up fairly late in the life cycle of Modern Warfare 2. We didn't see it introduced until Season 4, and I'm sure in developing Modern Warfare 3, they branched away from Modern Warfare 2 significantly earlier than Season 4. They've been working on the game for much longer than that. So that's one thing that at least eases my concern a little bit for this bug being present in Modern Warfare 3. Another thing is they've confirmed we're going to have a classic interaction with our mini-maps, so hopefully that just means they haven't introduced all of these wonky issues that have popped up with Infinity Ward's gameplay decisions when it comes to the minimap. And then finally, another thing that fills me with at least a little bit of hope here is Sledgehammer seems to be a little bit more on top of things as far as post-launch support, listening to the community, reacting to things that need to be fixed. So I at least have a little bit more faith that if it does pop up in Modern Warfare 3, they should get on top of it much faster than Infinity Ward has been able to. And with that, that's going to wrap it up for today's video, and I am curious to hear from you guys in those comments down below. First off, what do you guys think about the fact that the UAV bug is still present, although at least a little bit better than it was before Season 6? And also, do you suspect we are going to be seeing the UAV bug pop up with Modern Warfare 3? If you enjoyed the video, a like rating is always appreciated, and don't forget to subscribe for more if you haven't already. I'll talk to you guys next time.